always doing something musical when I was growing up. In school, we always had music right from kindergarten. And I eventually took piano lessons, and then when band was a thing, I joined the band in school, and then I joined the jazz band, and then I joined community bands and honor bands, and I went to UVic for science, and there was no band in science, so I actually switched majors to music education, and I played in orchestras, and I traveled around with the Ceremonial Guard out in, it's actually the Military Band of Canada.
Sabrina Brooks grew up in Surrey, BC, and had many outlets to participate in various forms of music. So when she moved up to the Peace region about 4 years ago, she was surprised there was no groups or bands to join up with.
When I moved to Fort St. John after doing a full music degree, it was kind of weird the first 2 years I lived here that there was nowhere for me to play and nowhere for other advanced musicians to play on a regular basis. So that's why we started the group up. We began with about just under 10 members, and we've grown to between 15 and as many as 25.
With the adult band having a stable position in the music scene, she maintains group practices for a few hours a week, as they do have performances upcoming, some for fun and some to challenge themselves.
So tonight is just a regular rehearsal. We rehearse every Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. It's a pretty important rehearsal, as it's our last rehearsal before the music festival in town. So the music festival happens once a year, and it's where we fly up an adjudicator, and it's kind of like the Olympics for the performing arts.
The Performing Arts Festival is an annual event in the Peace region. As Sabrina juggles her time working with her elementary students as well as the adult group, she is just so grateful that her choice to move up north with her music-loving husband has provided them both with the careers they were looking for.
And we found out that there was a retirement coming up in the band program, and that Fort St. John was one of the fastest growing school districts. So we thought that it would be a good place for us where we might be able to both have jobs. And so 4 years later, we both have music jobs, and so I guess we made the right decision.
Participants in music are from far and varied backgrounds.
We have everything from, we have a doctor that plays with us. My sister's in the band. She's actually an engineer. She works in the oil field, and we have other oil field workers. We have truck drivers. We have people who work for the city. We have people who work in IT. We have people fresh out of high school. We have small business owners.
She says it keeps things interesting as the group spends a fair bit of their free time together for regular practice and special events.
So behind me is the poster for our next big event. We've booked the Lido for May 29th, and we're having an evening of snacks and drinks and, just a little bit of live music. So we'll be playing a large variety of music. We'll have some large groups, we'll have some small groups, and it'll just be a nice little evening for people to sit back and relax. It's a much more relaxed seating. You can have a little chat with some friends. The doors will open at 7, and our show will actually start at 8.
Sabrina's passion is obvious, and she encourages anyone interested in joining her to get in touch. She does prefer you have experience, but will make exceptions.
So I really like coming here because once you get the full band and the full sound, there's just really nothing else like it. It's just really cool to hear everyone come together and be focused on one idea and one concept all together at the same time without words being involved. It's a magical experience that you have to be a part of to understand.